Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss any updates. Earlier we talked about absolute return. What is absolute return and how it is useful to calculate return on investment. In this particular episode, we are going to talk about what is annualized return. You must have heard everywhere regarding your annualized return is, let's say, 14%, 15% on mutual funds and in particular stock. So it is very essential to understand what is the actual meaning of annualized return. So without any further ado, let's begin. So as the name suggests, annualized returns measure how much your investment grew in value annually or yearly. The absolute returns of the investments are normalized or spread out over yearly periods, or a single return is derived. That means let's say if you manage to double your money in 6 years, then your absolute returns would be 100%. That means you managed to double your money. It's that simple. But if we talk about annualized return, an important thing to note in annualized return is that the effect of compounding is included over here. In absolute return, there is no effect of compounding. Hence, even if the number may not look very attractive at first, over the long period, it can greatly impact returns. Investors should be careful in not discounting this power of compounding inherent in the annualized return. Now, in each and every personal finance related topic, it is essential to understand with an example, because without an example, it will just remain a theory. That is why it is extremely essential to understand with an example so that we can relate with our daily life. So, which is better? You decide. 15% annualized return for 5 years or 85% absolute returns. Guess what? Normally, people think that 15% by 5 times is 75% and hence 85% is a great deal. That means absolute returns of 85% is greater than 15% annualized return for 5 years. However, considering the power of compounding, the 15% option gives you a much higher effective return of 101.14%. This difference in returns can grow to astonishing numbers over the long period of time. And this is the reason you need to understand the difference between absolute return and annualized return. So if you haven't checked out the meaning of absolute return, I want you to go through the previous episodes and check out the videos and podcast, and you will realize that there is a vast difference between these two terms. And for calculating your return on investment, I would recommend you to go with annualized return rather than absolute return. So yeah, that's it.